Okay, so everyone who has joined from their own devices, please listen carefully. The ones who have joined from their own devices, whenever you want to speak something on, or whenever you want to ask a question, then only please unmute yourself. Otherwise, be muted. Okay. Again, I repeat, the ones who has joined the classes from their own devices, they are requested to stay muted unless and until if you have to ask anything, then you please unmute yourself. Okay, everyone? Clear? That's so now we have school one here, and I can see that you have joined. So school one, are you able to hear me clearly? Am I visible? Am I audible clearly to each and every one of you? That's very good. Okay. So before starting this session, I'm going to ask something that I have asked you in the previous session also. How many of you have solved the worksheets? How many of you have solved the worksheets? Okay, be very honest to me. Yes, please raise your hand who have solved the worksheets. Only one student has solved the worksheets. Okay, I can see Sai Vinal has solved the worksheet. And okay, so the ones who have joined from their own devices, if it is comfortable for yourself, you can also switch on your camera. Okay, I can see Samreen has also done the worksheets. Akhil, have you done the worksheet? Abdul, have you done the worksheets? Okay, yes. Yes, you want to say something? School one.
Sir, worksheets are not coming.
Okay, you have not got the worksheets.
No, not coming, sir.
Is it not coming? Okay. Uh, as I have been informed, the worksheets are regularly being uploaded. I'll also recheck it once, but let's see. If there is any issues, I will let you know. But I think so. I have been informed by the team that worksheets are being regularly uploaded. So please kindly just check it in your end also once. Okay, just download the app, update it. Maybe there is some problem with the update. Okay. Just check it once and let me know. If the problem persists, I'll talk to my team. Okay?
Okay, sir.
That's great. Please sit down. So today we will be starting the NS classes, right? Yes. So first of all, welcome you all to the Oaks Learning Program. And you don't need to, right? I don't have to give my introduction because now each and every one of you knows me. So today we will be starting with the cell structure and the function. Obviously, we were doing the same chapter. And here we will be starting with one of the most important concept, that is endomembrane system. Okay. Okay, everyone. So in this cell chapter, we have discussed so many things. Today, we will be discussing some cell organelles as well as some of the functions of this endomembrane system. Ready, everyone?
Yes,
That's good. And you know, if you want to write anything, just let me know. Okay, I'll give you some time. But while I am explaining you, please don't write at that time. Why? Because you all are going to lose your concentration, and the things which I'm going to explain you might get missed out. Okay, you get these notes also na, in the applications, yes or no? Yes. So if you missed anything, you can just go home and you can download that and you can rewrite it. But when I am explaining, just focus on the explanation part. Clear to everyone? That's good. That's good. Chalo. Now let's start the session. So before that, what were the things which we discussed in the last class? Anyone?
differences between osmosis and diffusion, sir.
Can you please come forward and say?
Differences between osmosis and diffusion, sir.
Exactly. That's very good. Okay, so here, please sit down. Here I can see some of the students. I can see the boy sitting, the last boy sitting in the fourth row, the last boy. Can you please stand up and come in front? Can you please stand up and come in front? I'm not going to ask very hard questions, very easy questions I'm going to ask. Yes, please come. Okay, who is ready to answer my questions? A very, very easy questions. The ones who have, okay, I got one hand. Anyone else from school too? Those who have joined from home, anyone, do you want to answer my questions? You can also unmute yourself and let me know. No one? Okay. So we have that. Any other one? Any other person? Okay, I'm going to choose the same boy which I have chosen. First, second, third, fourth row, first boy. Fourth row, first boy. Please stand up. Yes. Can you please come forward? Can you please come forward? Okay. So, should I ask you a very hard question or a very easy peasy question?
Easy.
Easy question. Should I ask him an easy question, everyone? Yes. Okay. So, we discussed about the osmosis, right? In the osmosis, we discussed about the two terms. One was the semi-permeable membrane, right? And the other was the selectively permeable, right? What was the difference? What was the difference between semi-permeable membrane and the selectively permeable membrane? Did you remember that? Who remembers this thing? What was the basic difference between these two membranes? Semi and selectively. Forgotten? Yes? Anyone who wants to try? Yes? Anyone who wants to try? Okay, I'm going to say. Please go. You can go back to your seat. You can go back to your seat. Okay. Just 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Now, see. So what I can do, I can say is that for the semi-permeable membrane, I can say that the membrane allows what? The membrane allows the solvent molecules to pass. Yes. And what about the selectively permeable membrane? What was the selectively permeable membrane? Selected particles were allowed. Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. So you have not revised it properly. Is it so? Okay. After this, just revise these terminologies. Okay, everyone? Let's see. So we discussed about the cell organelles. In the cell organelles, we discussed the cell membrane. Yes or no?
sir.
We discussed about the structure of the cell membrane. Yes, remember proteins and lipids?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We also discussed about the cytoplasm. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We also discussed about the nucleus, right?
Yes, sir.
And we discussed about the osmosis, that is definition, hypotonic, isotonic, and hypertonic solutions. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, do you have any kinds of doubt in these topics? Anyone? Sure? 110% sure?
Yes, sir.
That's great. So, should we move forward? Should we start with the very new cell organelles today?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Okay. So, we have done this question. So, I'm going to give you another question in the end of the class. I'll give you a hard question today. Will you be ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So today we will be focusing on the ribosomes. We will be talking about the centrosomes, and we will be discussing about endomembrane system, in which we have these cell organelles, that is endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, vacuoles, and the plasma membrane. Okay? Yes? Now, see, plasma membrane is also known as cell membrane. Plasma membrane is also known as what? So we have discussed the cell membrane, but we will be, we will be giving a quick recap here. Why? Because we are discussing endomembrane system, and in endomembrane system, plasma membrane is the part of that. So just a quick revision we are going to do. Clear? Should we start? Everyone is ready? Okay, so the ones who are attending their classes from their own devices, just sit straight and then attending class. No one is allowed to sleep, okay? Yes, no one will sleep. Okay, the sir is not able to see. Let's lean down in our bed and let's sit on our bed and then attend the class. Don't do this, okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Chalo. So now let's start. At any point of time, if you are going to have doubts, just unmute yourself and let. Chalo. So today we will be starting with the ribosomes. Now, have you heard ribosomes? Have you heard about ribosomes? No, na?
Sir.
No, exactly. So see, what ribosomes actually is. See, let us draw a cell first. Okay, let me draw a cell. So this is a cell membrane. Okay, yes or no? Is this a cell membrane? Now inside the cell membrane, can I draw a nucleus? Yes. Now see, what happens is that we have discussed that nucleus was what? It is a brain of the cell. Yes or no? Now, this nucleus is known as the brain of the cell. And suppose that our cell wants to make a protein. What does our cell wants to do? Proteins. Now, this nucleus will send the order. Just 1 second. This nucleus is going to send what? It is going to send an order. Okay. Now, the nucleus is going to send the order to the ribosomes. To whom? To the ribosomes to make the proteins. So, which cell organelle in our cell makes protein? Ribosomes. Nucleus is giving the orders and ribosome is following the order of making the proteins. Yes or no? If I say which organelle is a protein factory of the cell? Ribosome. Which organelle helps in protein synthesis? Nucleus. Ribosomes. Nucleus too is like, see, if I'm going to ask the work of your principal, like you have your principal sir or ma'am in your school, yes or no? So principal sir or ma'am guides each and every one of you, the students, the teachers, yes or no? The work of the principal sir or ma'am is to guide everyone, to give the to give the work that okay, this work has to be done in such a way, this work has to be done in such a way. Principal sir or ma'am need not to do the work, yes or no? So in the same way, nucleus is just like our principal sir or principal ma'am. That nucleus is having all the informations that what things has to be done, and he knows that which person is going to do these work. Okay, so the nucleus knows that ribosome can only make the protein. So nucleus orders ribosome to make the proteins. Yes or no? If suppose that your physical science teacher is there and your principal sir asks that physical science teacher to teach maths, will it be possible? No. So principal sir or principal ma'am knows that this teacher teaches physical science. So he or she is going to order that teacher to teach that particular subjects only. Yes? So you understand the work of nucleus?
Yes,
Yes, Siddhartha, please kindly do not write on the screen. I can see your name here. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Chalo. Now, understood everyone? That's great. That's very good. Now see. Let's see that this ribosome, can you see that the ribosomes are made up of two parts here? One is the bigger one and the other one is the smaller one.
yes, sir.
Yes or no? So see,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to show you an example, a very quick example. Let's suppose we have this paper and I'm going to crush it. Okay. And I have this paper and I'm going to crush it. So see, these two are what? These two are the subunits of ribosomes. When the larger part and the smaller part meets, then the ribosomes is formed. Clear to everyone? So how many parts of ribosomes are present? Two parts. One is the and the other one is the. That's very good. Okay. Now, one more question, and this question I have been asking since when we are discussing the prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Okay, so I want everyone to answer this, right? I want everyone to answer this. Clear? My question is that ribosomes are present in both prokaryotes or eukaryotes. Is this statement true or false? Ribosomes are present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Is this statement true or false? False. Okay, how many of you say false? Okay, Akhil says false. I have seen so many students in from school one also saying false. And any other one who are attending from their home, are you all with the false?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, ribosomes are present in prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes, guys. Did we discuss this? Present in what? It is present in both. Yes, it is present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Write this point. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Why? Because it is having this ribosomes is not having any kinds of membrane. It is a membraneless organelle. What is it? Membraneless organelle. Clear to everyone? Okay. Should I, will you be able to write this? I'm going to write the points here, okay, in the blank screen. Okay. Number one point which you have to write about the ribosome is what? That present. Last benches, is my writing visible to everyone? Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so present in what? Present in both prokaryotes as well as in eukaryotes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Should I write it fully or are you going to understand it? Okay, chalo, I have written it. Now, this ribosome is a membraneless organelle or membrane is present? Membraneless, exactly. Membraneless organ. Membraneless organelle. Now, this ribosome, what is the name given to this ribosome? What's the name which we give to this ribosome? It is known as protein factory of the cell. Yes? Why? Because it makes the protein. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It makes the protein. That's why we are calling it as a protein factory of the cell. Clear to each and every one of you? Any doubts about? Yes? Any doubts with the ribosomes?
No, sir.
Will you be able to remember all these points of ribosomes?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That's
sir.
great. That's great. Chalo. Now let us move on. Should we move on with the another cell organelle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. One more thing. Is this ribosome present in both plant as well as in animal cell? Yes, exactly. So this is present in both plant and animal cell. Present in both plant and animal cell. And animal cell. Now we are going to try that all the things which we have been discussing today, We are going to learn it right now in the classes. Okay. So first of all, ribosomes are present in both prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Is it true or false? Ribosome is a membraneless organelle. Yes or no? Protein factory of the cell is known as? And ribosomes is present in both plant as well as in? How many parts, how many subunits of ribosomes are there? 4? 2. Exactly. Everyone remembered? That's great. That's great. So should we move on? Okay. Now here I have another cell organelle for you, and this cell organelle name is the centrosome. What's the name? Centrosome. Now, do you understand the cell division? Do you know what cell division is? No?
No, sir.
Okay, no issue. See, let me take a blank slide. Suppose that this is an amoeba. Do you know amoeba? Now, if you had said no, sir, then I would have scolded you, because in the first class only we discussed about amoeba. Yes or no? Okay. Now, this amoeba will reproduce. Yes or no? So when it is going to reproduce, will it be something like that? The cell will divide? Yes or no? Yes. Now, it doesn't happen directly. It happens something like this. So I'm going to tell you the process. First of all, what happens? The nucleus starts to divide. Then the cytoplasm, after the division of the nucleus, then the cytoplasm will be divided. So this one is the step 1. In step 2, what will happen? That the nucleus will be divided and the cytoplasm will start to divide. Okay. And finally, the cytoplasm will be also divided and we will get what? We will get 2 amoeba. Okay, everyone? So the whole process is known as what? It is known as cell division. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, see, inside the nucleus, what things we have? Inside the nucleus, what things we were having? We were having DNA, hereditary materials, yes or no? Now, this has to be divided also, yes? So for this division, which cell organelle helps? Centrosome. Clear to everyone? But one more thing, you just you know, make 5-star here. I'm not going to give you the 5-star chocolate, but let's make 5-star here and write this. This particular cell organelle is only present in animal cell. It is what? It is only present in which cell? Animal cell. Clear to everyone? In plant cells, centrosomes are present or not? In prokaryotes, centrosomes are present or not? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is it present prokaryotes? Mein? Is it present in prokaryotes, guys? Yes or no? Yes. Is it present in prokaryotes? I have told that it is only present in animal cell. So it will not be present in prokaryote also. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Any doubts? That's great. Now, how this centrosomes looks like? See, what happens is that when you see the centrosomes, you are going to see these kinds of, rays coming out. These rays are known as what? Spindle fibers. What they are called? Spindle fibers. Clear?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Remembered, everyone? Is this thing learned? Are you able to learn these things? Okay, let's get back to the ribosomes. How many parts of ribosomes were present? Whether it is present in prokaryotes, eukaryotes, or both? Whether it is present in animal as well as in plant cell, yes or no? That's good. Whether it is a membrane bound cell organelle or membraneless cell organelle. That's very good. What was the function of the ribosome? Yes, protein synthesis, exactly. And which cell organelle is known as protein factory of the cell? Exactly. Now, which cell organelle helps in the cell division? Centrosomes, exactly. Which cell organelle helps in the formation of spindle fibers? Exactly. That's very good. Everyone learned? That's very good. Should we move forward? That's great. Now let us come to the mitochondria. Okay, now this mitochondria is one of the important cell organelles in our body. Now see, whatever the things we do, does those things requires energy? Yes or no? Suppose I am teaching you, if suppose that I have not eaten anything from the morning since morning, I would have come here and I would have started teaching like this. Okay, students, we will learn mitochondria like this. So that means what? Might not be having energy, yes or no? So we need energy. And which cell organelles produces energy? This cell organelle, that is the mitochondria. Clear to everyone? Mitochondria is responsible for the production of energy, and that's why we call it as a energy synthesis of the cell organelle. Clear to everyone? Or we also say that powerhouse of the cell. Okay, I'm going to write this with different colors so that it will be clearly visible. Should I use this color? Is it visible to everyone? So mitochondria is known as what? It is known as powerhouse of the cell. Just remember this thing. Powerhouse of the cell is? That's good. That's very good. Now see. Let us see this mitochondria. Are you able to see this beautiful diagram of mitochondria? Is it looking very beautiful? Yes, is it looking very beautiful, or is it looking like some dragon or something like that, which is having lots of big teeth? Okay, so see, we will make this diagram and we will understand the things about these mitochondria. Okay, see, first of all, I am going to draw this mitochondria. Okay, nobody will laugh on my diagram. Okay. Yes. So this is my beautiful mitochondria, and let me draw the internal part also. So can you see that I have drawn two membranes? Yes or no? Can I say that this mitochondria is a double membrane cell structure? The first property of this mitochondria is what? It is a double membrane cell organelle. Just write it down. Double membrane cell organelle. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
These are the only points from where the question is going to arise. So these things must be very crystal clear. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now see, this mitochondria is very hi-fi cell organelle. Like it's a very rich cell organelle. So will it be present in a prokaryote or just only in eukaryotes? Will it be present in prokaryotes? No. Why? Because mitochondria says, oh my God, I am a modern cell organelle. So I will not be present in the prokaryotes. Okay, everyone? Clear?
Yes,
Mitochondria is what? It is a modern cell organelle. So it will not be present in prokaryotes. Clear? Okay. Now see, one more thing. We have heard that nucleus contains the DNA. Yes or no? Yes. School one. We all have heard that nucleus contains DNA. Yes or no? But this mitochondria is doing cheating, it also contains the DNA. It also contains what? It also contains DNA. This mitochondria also contains what? Its own DNA. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, but his DNA, its DNA is not very much powerful. Like some work is done by its DNA, but for majority of the work, it is dependent on the nucleus only. Now, let's again take the example of our principal sir or ma'am. Okay. So principal sir or ma'am was what? Nucleus. Yes or no? Yes. So see, principal sir and ma'am is having lots and lots of work to do in day-to-day life, right? So what happens is that some of the work is handled by the coordinators or the in charge sir or ma'am, yes or no? So this in charge ma'am or sir has some of the authority, has some of the power to, take the decisions, yes or no? So in the same way, this mitochondria has a DNA which can take some of the decisions. And so this mitochondria is known as semi-autonomous cell organelle. What it is known as? Semi-autonomous cellular organ. Okay. Why do you know automatic word? Automatic, do you know? Work is done by its own. Semi means some of the work, some of the decisions is taken by this DNA, and majority of the decisions are taken by the nucleus only. Clear? Now, one more thing, be very careful. This DNA is not going to control or not going to take the decision of any other cell organelle. It is just going to control, or it's just going to take the decision of its own. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Means this DNA is not going to control ribosomes. This DNA is not going to control any other cell organelle. This DNA is going to control itself. That is mitochondria. Clear? And why we call mitochondria as a semi-autonomous cell organelle? Because it contains its own DNA and can perform some of the functions by its own. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Understandable to school one and everyone?
Yes, sir.
School one, give me a thumbs up or raise your hand if you understood this. That's very good. That's very good. Now, can you see these structures, these, horror structures like these are present? Should we name these structures? Should we? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. See, the structures which are like finger-like structure, which are the tooth-like structure. So these structures are known as cristae. They are known as what? Cristae. Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
Now, since this mitochondria also contains a fluid structure inside it. So the fluid which is filled inside the mitochondria is known as matrix. What it is known as? Matrix. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Is it hard very? Is it hard? Are you unable to understand something?
Yes.
Yes. Is it hard? How many of you says it is hard? Yeah, it's very easy, guys. It's very easy. Yes or no? Yes. Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
That was all for mitochondria, right? Next, we are going to read some of the points, and the mitochondria will be over. Okay, see. How does it looks like? Does it looks like a rod shape? Rod?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we say that the mitochondria is a rod-shaped structure which is found in the cytoplasm of all eukaryotic cell, except mammalian RBCs. Now, do you know about the RBCs? What are RBCs? And what is the function of RBCs? What is the function of RBCs? Yes. What is the function of RBCs? Anyone don't know? Okay, I can hear some voice from the other end. Can you please unmute yourself, everyone who is using their own devices, please? Can you please unmute yourself once? Yes, that's great. That's good. Now, see, what I talk about the RBCs. RBCs are basically those cells which helps in the transport of oxygen. Yes or no? Yes or no? Suppose I'm going to ask you that give me your RBCs. So will your cell be going to get oxygen? No, na? So what is the main function of RBCs? Transport of oxygen. Now see, suppose this is the RBC. Let's suppose this is the RBC. Now, RBCs are cell, yes or no? Now, inside the cell, suppose that I'm filling it with the mitochondria. Okay. Now, suppose I am filling this cell with the nucleus. Now, is there any space left? Is there any space left now? No. So, where if there is no space left, then how this RBC is going to transport oxygen? Yes, it will be very difficult for RBC to transport the oxygen in these cases, yes or no? So RBC is very smart. RBC says what? I don't need anyone. RBC just took out the mitochondria and threw it up. It also took out the nucleus and threw it away. Now, is there space in the RBC? Now this RBC is able to accommodate the oxygen and it is able to easily transport it. So can I say that this RBC lacks two things? It lacks mitochondria also and it lacks nucleus also. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Why does it lack these things? Because it needs space to transport the oxygen. Yes or no? So I can say mitochondria and nucleus is absent in where? Absent in RBCs, in human RBC. Yes or no? Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, then why don't we consider this RBC as a prokaryotic cell? Means we can consider, right? We can consider this RBC as a prokaryotic cell because it is not having mitochondria, nucleus, and all those things. Yes or no? But still, we don't consider it as a prokaryote. Do you know why? Because when the RBC were being made, previously the nucleus and mitochondria were present. When these RBC matured, then only the mitochondria and nucleus were removed. Clear to everyone?
Yes,
All doubts are clear?
sir.
Okay. Now, let's get back to the mitochondria. As we discussed, it is going to be absent in prokaryotes. Now, see, it is known as the powerhouse of the cell or it is known as storage battery. Yes or no? And see, if I'm going to talk about that mitochondria makes what? It makes the energy. Yes or no? In which form? It makes energy in the form of ATP. Clear to everyone? Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
That's great. And one more thing. Chalo, I'm going to give you an example. Let's suppose there are, have you seen the athletes, the ones who, runs the race? Yes? Now, if I talk about the athletes, their muscles of the legs has to do lots and lots of hard work. Yes or no? Yes. So the muscles of the legs need more energy. Yes or no? So can I say that a particular cell or a particular tissue in our body which needs more energy, there the number of mitochondria will be more. Yes or no? Clear? Any doubts still here?
No, sir.
That's good. So are you all familiarized with some of these like some of these things like mitochondria, ribosomes, and centrosomes? Are these things clear to each and every one of you? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, sure. So now I'm going to again ask you some of the questions. And the questions are you ready for the questions? Protein factory of the cell. Protein factory of the cell. Ribosomes. Okay, one more thing. Let's note it down here. Just 1 second. I'm going to let you write this. Okay. I'm going to write in this part, the yellow part. Okay. See, we discussed about the ATP, right? This ATP has also a name. It is known as energy currency of the cell. It is what? It is energy currency of cell. Okay, everyone.
Okay,
Just
sir.
note it down. These are the things which is regularly asked in the examination. Any doubts till here? Okay. Now, which cell organelle helps in the cell division in animal cells? Centrosomes, exactly. Which one of the following? Okay, I'm going to give some options. First option will be, okay, just in first option, I'm going to give you about the ribosomes. Okay, second options, I'm going to give you about the centrosomes. Third options, I'm going to give about the mitochondria. And fourth, I'm going to give about the nucleus. Okay, now I'm going to ask you, in these cell organelles, how many cell organelles are double membrane? Centrosomes are double membrane. Ribosomes are double membrane. Mitochondria are double membrane. And what about nucleus? What about nucleus? Nucleus was also double membrane, right? Remembered it from the last class. Yes, now?
Yes, sir.
So how many organelles here are double membrane? One or two? Two. Clear to everyone? Any doubts still here? That's very good. Everyone noted this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. That's very good. So should we move forward?
Yes, sir.
So these were the basic cell organelles which we discussed, and now we are going to discuss a group of cell organelles which comes under the endomembrane system. Okay. Now this endomembrane system contains few organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, and it contains what? It contains Golgi apparatus, and it also contains lysosomes and vacuoles. So how many cell organelles this endomembrane system contains? 4. Okay, clear? Yeah. So now let's see. The first one which we are going to discuss in the endomembrane system will be the endoplasmic reticulum. So are you all ready for this? Now see, I am going to take the blank slide, and again, don't laugh at my diagram. So this is the cell membrane, yes or no?
Yes.
And let me draw the nucleus here. Okay, so nucleus was not continuous, right? It has pores, yes or no? And then what was the name of the pores? Nucleopore, exactly. So now see, these endoplasmic reticulum arises like this. Can you see the green structure which I am drawing? So these are what? These are the endoplasmic reticulum. Are you able to see this? So it is what? It is like a tube-like structure which is running throughout the cell. Yes or no? Okay. Now see. Let's talk about it is a network of membranes which is present in the cytoplasm. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Now, Is it present in prokaryotes or in eukaryotes also? Yes. Is it present in prokaryotes or eukaryotes? Yes, prokaryotes or eukaryotes? Prokaryotes. Prokaryotes में present होता है. Is it present in prokaryotes? Is it present in prokaryotes? Yes. Okay, how many says it is present in prokaryotes? Okay, no one. How many says it is present in eukaryotes? That's very good. Okay. Now, do you know about the erythrocytes? That's great, Samri. Do you know about the erythrocytes? It is the endoplasmic reticulum is present in the eukaryotes, but it is not present in prokaryotes and mammalian erythrocytes. Now, erythrocytes is the another name of RBC. Now clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the another name of RBC? What's the another name of RBC? Erythrocytes. Exactly. Is it clear till now? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Now see, if suppose that I am going to make the surface rougher. So, can you see two types of endoplasmic reticulum? The one which is having a ribosome attached on its surface. Can you see the ribosomes? And the ones where there is no ribosomes present. Yes or no? So there are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. In one, there is the ribosomes present, which is making the surface rough. And there is one structure where there is no ribosome present, and that structure is smooth. Yes or no? So on that basis, we divide this endoplasmic reticulum in two variations. How many types of endoplasmic reticulum we have? Two types. Clear?
Yes,
One
sir.
is what? One is the rough. Can you see this rough portion? Yes. So one is known as the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the other one is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Exactly. Now, why it is known as rough? Because in this, yes, ribosomes are attached. Yes or no? Now, see, what was the function of ribosomes? Proteins. Yes, exactly. So, if it is present on the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, so what it will do? It will help in the protein synthesis only. What it will do? Protein synthesis, exactly. Now, can I say that the rough endoplasmic reticulum as well as the ribosomes are responsible for the protein synthesis inside the cell? Then what about the smooth endoplasmic reticulum? What is the function of this particular smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Yes, Akhil, do you want to say something? Yes, anyone? Do you want to guess what is the what can be the function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Will it make protein? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, will it make protein? Yes or no? So why? Because it is not having any kind of ribosomes. Yes. So this smooth endoplasmic reticulum will do what? It will make lipids. What it will make? Yes. So let's write here, helps in lipid formation. Clear to everyone? Any doubts still here? Okay, that's great. So now if I ask you which cell organelle is responsible for the cell division in animal cell? Yes, centrosomes. Which cell organelles helps in the formation of lipids? Yes, exactly. You have to say the full word, right? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. That's very good. Any doubts still here? That's very good. Now see, we are going to see the image of the endoplasmic reticulum. Now, can you see this? Some part is like round. This part looks round. This looks like this. Yes or no? Flat and rod-like. Yes or no? So we can say that this endoplasmic reticulum is made up of two components. How many components? One is known as cisternae and the other one is known as vesicles. One is known as and the other is known as vesicles. Now, this round portion is known as vesicles. They are known as what? Vesicles. And these structures are known as cisternae. Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, that's very good. So I hope that you are able to understand these two things very clearly. Can you identify here where is this vesicle? Is this the vesicle? Is this one the vesicle? Yes. And where is the cristae? Can I say these are the cristae? Yes or no? Now, can you see the ribosomes here? So this part is what? It is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And in these part, you can't see the ribosome. So it is what? It is the... Yes. So I hope that this endoplasmic reticulum is clear to each and every one of you. That's very good. Now, let's move on with the function of endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function? Like we have seen the properties, we have seen the content components from which these endoplasmic reticulum is made. But do we know about the functions? Did we discuss about the functions? Okay, so let us discuss about the functions. First one is that this endoplasmic reticulum is kind of a road. Do you know road? What for what purpose do we use roads? Transport, yes or no? So this endoplasmic reticulum acts as a road. Why? Because it is the only cell organelle that can move a cell. So it serves as the channel for the transport of materials between various regions of cytoplasm and nucleus. That means what? Should I need to explain or is it understandable to everyone? Okay, I'll explain you. See, this is a new cell, yes or no? Okay, I have drawn a very beautiful circle for the first time. Now, let me draw the nucleus. Yes? Now, suppose that nucleus wants to send something to this point, then how the nucleus is going to send? The nucleus is going to use this endoplasmic reticulum. So can I say that this endoplasmic reticulum is acting like a road and it is helping in transport of the substance from the nucleus to this to any part of the cell or from any part of the cell to the nucleus? Yes or no? Is it understandable to everyone now? Do you have any kinds of doubt? That's good. Now see, it also functions as a cytoplasmic framework. Now, what is this cytoplasmic framework? See, have you ever seen tents being made? Tents. Have you seen tents? Like Durga Puja is coming. So in many cities of India, they make pandals. Yes or no? So that pandals is made of what substance? Is it just made from the cloth? It has what? It has bamboos also. Yes or no? Now, if suppose that I remove the bamboos, then what is going to happen? It will fall down. In the same way, endoplasmic reticulum is acting what? It is acting like a bamboo framework. Why? Because somehow it is maintaining the structure and the tightness in the cell. Yes or no? Clear to everyone? Yes? So can I say that framework of the cell? Which cell organelle is known as framework of the cell? Endoplasmic reticulum. We can also say it is also known as endoskeleton of the cell. Endoskeletal of the cell. Now, do you know skeleton? These bones. So these bones are present inside our body, yes or no? Yes, sir. So we call it as endoskeletal, right? So in the same way, we are giving this term to endoplasmic reticulum also. Clear? Yes, sir. Now, just let me know if you have any kinds of doubt till here. Anyone? I'm going to show you the slides once and just check it. Okay? See. Any doubts in ribosomes? No. Everyone? Yes, sir. If you will be having doubts in these things, now in higher classes, you are going to face very difficulties. So be very honest. If any point you have not understood, just let me know. We are not here to prove that, okay, I have understood a lot. We are here to learn, right? So if any point is not understandable, you have to tell me, yes or no? Yes, sir. Is there any doubts in this slide? No, sir. Centrosomes all clear? Yes, sir. Okay, cell division, so we have not discussed much, just an overview. So we are not going to focus on the cell division much. Now let's come back to the mitochondria. This mitochondria is looking so filled up. So is there any doubts in this mitochondria section? No, sir. Anyone? No, sir. And we have the students who have joined from their own phone, Siddhartha, Akhil, is it? Yeah. Any doubts? Any doubts to anyone? Aisha, Samira, no doubts?
No, sir.
That's very good. Okay. Now, any doubts in this particular diagram? Okay. Now, any doubts in the endoplasmic reticulum? Okay, how many types of endoplasmic reticulum do we have? What are their names? Exactly. And what is the function of smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in? Yes. And rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in? That's good. Now see, we have we have discussed some of the functions, but there are also some major functions of the endoplasmic reticulum, which we are going to discuss now. So one is what helps in the synthesis of fats, steroids, and cholesterol. Okay. Do you know fats? Cholesterol, have you heard cholesterol? So these things are synthesized where? It is synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum. Clear? Now it contains secretory proteins. Basically, just you have to remember that this endoplasmic reticulum contains some of the special proteins which is known as secretory proteins. Okay? And one of the major thing. Okay. I'm going to tell you a story, like just a story. Okay. Now in the movies you have seen now, not in the movies, in the Indian serials, you have seen that a lady will come and it will take a bottle like Hajmola one, and she's going to take out the medicines, and then she's going to just do it like this, and she's going to fall and she will be taken into the hospital. Have you seen these scenes? Yes or no, everyone? Yes? Yes. So our mother watches the serials, and due to that, we all have to watch the serials. Yes or no? Okay. So let's take the example from the serials only. But that lady doesn't die. Yes or no? So why? Their doctor says that, okay, the drugs were not very much hard. You have brought the lady in due time, so we can save them. If suppose it has been late, the lady might have died. You might have heard these dialogues, yes or no? Yes. So the story, the thing which we have to learn from this story is that our body is also capable of nullifying the toxic effect. Okay. What I said, did you understood? If suppose that someone has eaten 10 tablets of any poisonous drugs, let's suppose, just for an example, so our body might nullify this poison. Okay, but if suppose that you have taken 100 tablets, then our body can't do anything. Like, our body has limits also, yes or no? Yes. So which cell organelle helps in detoxifying, which is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, everyone. Just imagine now, we eat lots and lots of junk foods on daily basis. Yes or no? How many of you goes home while going home? How many of you in the streets you take foods? How many of you, like, while going home from your school? I want to see your face. Anyone? Okay, which is your favorite junk food, guys? Which is your favorite junk food? Which one? Okay, one person, I'm unable to hear that. Pani puri, okay, that is one of my favorite. Okay, now let's don't talk about the pani puri, otherwise everyone will start salivating and all will go before going to home. Everyone will eat pani puri together. Okay, let's stop the discussion of the foods. Okay, so see, let's take the pani puri once. Let's suppose that while making the pani puri, that pani puri person has mixed some of the things which might be poisonous, but our body doesn't being affected in these things. Yes or no? The small toxic substance on day-to-day basis we eat, and we also don't know, like, we might eat the toxic things on the means, not on the, like, we want to eat that, but by mistakenly we can consume some of the toxic things, but those toxic things doesn't affect our body. Why? Because of this smooth endoplasmic reticulum. It detoxify it, and it helps us to save from these poisonous substances. Clear to everyone? So whenever you eat something, you must thank to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that if you are by mistakenly, if you are eating any poisonous substance, smooth endoplasmic reticulum is taking care of it. Yes or no? Isn't it very amazing? See, we all have so much of things, like, in our a single cell which can't be viewed from our naked eyes contains so many things. Yes or no? Okay. So now, is the function of endoplasmic reticulum clear to everyone? Yes. No doubt still here? Okay. Should I move forward? Okay. Before moving forward, I'm going to ask again a question. Who is going to repeat the functions of the ribosomes? Anyone from school 1, or anyone who is attending the classes from their own device? Anyone who wants to revise? Let me revise the ribosomes. What are the functions and all those things? Who wants? Anyone from the person who is attending from their device? Anyone who wants to say, can unmute yourself and say, and yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to choose one person, the boy who is sitting just in the first bench, the one who is wearing white mask, I think. Yes. Can you please come in front of the camera? Okay. Let's revise the ribosomes. What were the things which we discussed in the ribosomes?
It's help in protein, sir.
Yes, and how many parts it has?
2, sir.
Okay. Is it a membraneless or membrane-bound cell organ?
Membrane, sir.
Membrane is present? I'm asking about everything. Membrane is present or not? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. Is it present in prokaryote and eukaryote?
Yes, sir.
That's very good. Clap for him. Clap for him. Okay, you can go back to your seat. Now, okay. Before going back to your seat, choose any other friend of yours from whom I'm going to ask you, the question. Anyone. Choose a person from the back bench. Choose any student from a back bench. Boys.
Rohit, sir.
Okay, please come. Now, after the class, he is going to say that why you have taken my name in front of the sir. Okay. Are you coming? Please come to front. Please stand up and come. Come, I'm waiting for you. Yes, please come. I'm not going to ask a difficult question from you. So why you are afraid of me, huh? Okay. So what we discussed mitochondria, yes or no? Okay. Okay. Nobody will answer now. What let's see. Mitochondria is having how many membranes? 1 or 2?
2, sir.
2. That's good. Okay. And what does mitochondria known as? Like, what is the name which we give to mitochondria?
Powerhouse, sir.
Okay. And what substance is known as the energy currency of the cell? Which substance is known as energy currency of the cell?
IBC, sir.
ATC. ATP, yes, exactly. That's very good. Clap for him, guys. Did I ask the very heavy question from you? Did I ask a very heavy question from you? Okay, just you can go back to your seat. Okay, wait. Before going back, choose one of your friend. Choose one of your friend. Not that person, that another one. Is it the same student whom I asked? Okay. Please come. Yes, no shouting. Please be quiet. Okay. So I can't see your face. Can you just do it like this so that I can see you? Hi. Okay. Sorry. Now let us ask one question. Which cell organelle helps in the division of the cell? And is centrosomes present in animal and plant cell both? Animal cells, exactly. Now, okay. Centrosomes produces a particular substance which is known as kind of fibers or something like that. Spindle fibers, exactly. That's very good. Clap for him, guys. Yes, now you can get back to your seat. Okay. Now, in the next class, we are going to discuss about the Golgi apparatus. We are going to discuss about its functions and the lysosomes and the vacuoles. Now, until what you have to do is that you have to keep revising these things. Why? Because see, it looks very easy for us now because we have read it right. But when you are going to solve so many of the questions, yes, I can hear some of the noise. Is there anything happening there? Yes, please be quiet, everyone. There should be no noise I should hear, okay? That's good. So what I was saying is that, see, it looks very easy right now that you all are able to learn all the functions. Yes or no? But if you are not going to revise this, you're going to forget and you're going to get confused that which function was of which cell organelle. So today, especially today, Right, just after going to your home, have some snacks and just revise this once. If you revise it for 5 minutes also, na, you're going to retain these memories. But if you're not going to revise, when I'm going to ask you in the next class, you might have some confusions. Okay, if it has been learned in the class, just try to retain it. So everyone is going to revise the functions. Okay, everyone,
Okay, sir.
that's everyone make a promise. Why I am focusing more in today's revision, because it's really necessary. Clear?
Yes, sir.
In the next class, we are going to discuss the rest of the cell organelles. So till then, bye bye everyone. I hope that you enjoyed the today's class. Yes or no? That's great. Okay. So bye bye. See you in the next class.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.